You have been lied to. You've been lied to so badly and so well that you don't even know that you have been living by the tales of this lie for your entire life. We have all been sold this BS narrative that emotions are bad, that emotions make you weak, that emotions mean that you are somehow less than, that having emotions mean that you are a lesser human because you are experiencing them. And the truth that I'm here to talk to you about today is you were told a lie. You were told to not have emotions by the very people who were benefiting from you not having them. Because the truth is, they couldn't handle their emotions. This narrative has probably destroyed your life. And I know that's an extreme claim. And I know that what I'm saying sounds ridiculous, but I've worked as a therapist for 5 years now. I've done over 5,000 therapy sessions. And this lie is one of the most destructive beliefs that I've ever seen, and that the majority of the people who come and work with me have experienced. How many people in your life have told you that you're too emotional? How many people in your life have tried telling you that you feel things too deeply, or have tried to make you feel bad for being upset, or for feeling hurt, or for not feeling the same way that they did? And they tried telling you that there was something wrong with you for it. How many times have you convinced yourself that you're having feelings and you need to just stuff them away? Don't feel this, put it away. Let me pull out my phone. Let me scroll on Facebook. Let me get out of the house. Let me go do something because I'm having these feelings, and we're not supposed to feel this, and something's wrong with me, and what does this mean? And I don't know if I can handle this. You've convinced yourself of this really destructive narrative that isn't true. Why are we so afraid of it? Why are we so afraid of feeling? Why are we so afraid of the natural, biological, neural concepts and constructs and behaviors and experiences that we have? Why are we so scared? We think it's because emotions are bad, that somehow having a feeling makes me less than. That's been the narrative. You're too emotional, you're dramatic, don't be a woman, women are too sensitive, be a man. If you're a woman, oh my God, toughen up, get your panties out of a bunch. All of these really destructive and disgusting things that we've all been told. Why? Why has this been the lie that we've been spoon fed, or, flooded with a hose for most of our lives? It's not what you think it is. It's not for the reason that you think it is. This narrative has not been spun because feelings are somehow bad. The truth is, we are terrified of our emotions because we don't believe that we can handle ourselves and our reactions to those emotions that we are having. Think about it for a second. When's the last time that you felt happy and you were like, oh my God, I shouldn't feel this? Probably never. Unless it was like some dire situation where like you're not supposed to be happy in that circumstance. But assuming that it's a normal situation, When have you ever told yourself that feeling good was somehow bad and you should run away from it? Probably never, because we like those feelings. We like the experiences that we have when we have those feelings, right? So, why are we so afraid of the negative ones? Well, number one, we don't like discomfort. We don't like feeling bad. Bad. Emotions aren't bad though, but we've convinced ourselves that they are. So we don't like that we're feeling bad. We don't like the discomfort. And what do most of us do when we're uncomfortable? What do most of you, what have many of you, what have you watching this done in the past when you didn't feel comfortable? Probably something you weren't super proud of. Probably something that didn't serve you. Probably something that made you feel even worse about yourself later on. And you're like, oh my God, it's the emotion. The emotion is bad. Don't feel the emotion. It's not the emotion, though. The emotion didn't cause you to do what you did. It was your reaction to the emotion that made you do that stupid thing that you did or whatever the hell it ended up being. Emotions don't drive behavior. I know we like to think it like, I was mad and so I did this. Like, that's not why you did it. It's because you don't know how to control yourself when you have that feeling. You don't know how to control your reactions and your behaviors when you are feeling a certain type of way. Because we don't get scared when we're happy. It's not like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm going to go do something stupid. No, we just enjoy the fucking feeling or we enjoy the experience that we're having. We have a good time and we go on with our day. But when we have these negative emotions, we don't like the discomfort of it. We don't believe we can tolerate it. And therefore, what do? We do something in reaction to the emotion. You were sold on a lie that the emotion was the problem. And you know why that was the case? Because the people who were telling you that didn't feel like they could control their behavior when they felt those emotions. We don't take responsibility for what we're doing. We don't take responsibility for our own behavior. It's a pattern that's out there in the world. Blame the emotion, blame something out there, blame the circumstances, blame the government, blame our parents, blame whatever. Now, this isn't to say that those things don't have an impact because they do, right? It would be delusional to assume that the world doesn't exist. But we also can't blame the world for everything that happens. And we can't blame our emotions for why we did what we did because an emotion can't cause a behavior. That's not the way that our brain works. Emotions don't cause you to do reckless things because if it did, then any emotion would do that. Happy, enlightened, sad, angry, content, horny, whatever. The emotion isn't what's making you do what you do. So the emotion is not the problem. It's what you do when you feel that emotion that is causing the problem that you're having. So here's what I want you to do. When you're feeling a negative emotion, right? A lower valence emotion is the more correct term, but we'll just say negative between you and me. When you're feeling a more negative emotion, so like sad, frustrated, pissed off, angry, scared, alone, insecure, insignificant, whatever, pay attention to what you're finding yourself wanting to jump to. When you're feeling that way, what do you do? Do you run to something to fix it? Do you numb? Do you suppress? Do you start picking fights with the people around you? Your behavior is something that you can control. And so if you learn how to stop villainizing the emotion, because the emotion is just a signal, the emotion is just a signal. It's trying to tell you something. It's trying to tell you that something is wrong. It's trying to tell you something is misaligned, that something isn't right. Emotions are signals. And so when you can understand what is the message that this thing is trying to tell me, and you don't instantly react and just jump into action because you're uncomfortable, you won't be so afraid of these feelings because you'll understand, ooh, I'm feeling some shit. Mm, okay, what am I feeling? Oh, it's loneliness. Okay. Why am I feeling lonely? Oh, because my friends went out and they did this thing and they didn't invite me. Okay. What do I want to do about this? Well, what I want to do is cuss them out, but I'm not going to do that. You know what I want to do is text my ex. Oh, Jesus, don't do that one. Okay, what would actually help me in this moment? And then you take action on that. Easier said than done. I fully understand. But this is a core principle in cognitive behavioral therapy. It's called a thought record. So you're thought stopping. You're identifying and understanding that you have an emotion. You're identifying what that emotion is. You're processing through the thoughts that you're having and the memories and the images and the experiences that are coming up. And then you're taking accountability for what you do in response. Try that this week. When you notice that you're having an emotion come up, notice what judgments you're having about it. Notice the anxiety that you're having about it. Notice whether you're leaning in towards it or you're trying to pull away from it. Give yourself permission to pay attention. What do I do when I'm feeling? When you can start to do that, eventually what you'll be able to do is you'll actually be able to do this process of stopping the emotion or stopping the negative thoughts that are triggering the emotion, and then being able to choose a response rather than instantly go into reaction mode, which is what reinforces the feeling in the fucking first place and then causes you to continue doing the things that you're doing that you don't like, that you're then saying it's because of the emotion. It's not the emotion's fault. It's not your brain's fault. I don't even want to say it's your fault because that doesn't help, but it is your responsibility because you want to have a good life. You want to be happy, right? You want to be fulfilled. And so, if that is the case, and if we agree on that, then what you need to do is you need to learn how to understand, why am I feeling what I'm feeling? Instead of demonizing it, instead of making it wrong, why am I feeling this? What's coming up within me? What am I experiencing? And then give yourself the permission to actually meet your need. If you can consistently do that, you won't just jump to a reaction that then causes you to feel like shit about yourself. And then that causes you to never want to have those emotions again. Emotions are beautiful, they're just messages. And when you can start understanding what they're trying to tell you, you can actually go meet them. And then you won't feel them as much. And when they do come up, because they're inevitably going to, because that's life, you'll know what to do. Start today. Try it sometime this week. What am I feeling? What am I noticing about myself? Am I noticing I want to run away from this? Am I noticing that I'm trying to cling to something? And then how do I want to choose to respond to this? If this is something that you need greater help with, because I know I sure as hell did. It took me a while to learn how to do this. My clients typically pick up on it pretty easily because, they have help, they have support, they have someone there helping them with it. So if this is something that you need help with or that you want a little bit more guidance with, drop a comment down below in the comments here and let me know, you know, what's been the biggest struggle in your life regarding this. And if you want more help one on one, send me a DM. Evolve with Bianca. I'm on all of the social media platforms. My link is down below. And I will teach you how to feel more in control and to stop being so afraid of your emotions.